Good afternoon, folks. It is Thursday, March the 12th at about 12:45, and today is my oldest grandson, Cameron Cochran, birthday. He's 22 today. Happy birthday, Cameron. You're the first one to make me a grandma. So I hope you have a great day. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to go for a short walk today. I think I'm just going to go up to the overlook since I'm getting such a late start. But it's 44 degrees. Very windy out, so I'm layered up and I'm ready to go. So let's go see what we can see. It is very windy up here on this ridge. I had to put my hood up because my ears were starting to get cold. But it rained most of the night last night and into this morning, so I'll probably have a muddy walk like I did Tuesday when I walked. I had a muddy walk, but it's okay. It's fun. So let's go see what we can see. So the rain has moved out for right now, and God has blessed us with a beautiful blue sky, and He also blessed me with waking up again. So I have another day to get out here and walk and enjoy these trails and just be happy in life. And life is what you make it. You know, you can kind of keep yourself bogged down with past or worries or whatever, but you know, you've got to set your mind to it and say, hey, I'm going to make it a good day no matter what. And then, you know, ask God to help you make it a good day, and it will. So it's all up to you and God as to how your day is going to be. So today I choose to have a good day. So I'm going for a walk. That's what I like to do. Some of the trees are starting to bloom out. There's some red buds on that one up there. And then there's another one with some white blooms on it. And then the pollen's going to be coming later. But it's okay. Yep, everything is super muddy down through there. So I got to put this thing up and get down through here without falling. Because one little slip and you'll be going down. So I think I hear Tim coming on the buggy. It wasn't Tim, it's the neighbor's kid out riding the four-wheeler. He's having a good time just like I am. He's enjoying the mud puddles and I'm enjoying the walk. The water is really rushing down off the mountain today. Look at the water rushing down off the mountain. So beautiful. Lots of water to cross today. And there'd be plenty to gather if I had to gather water, but I have plenty of it with me today. Hello! Water is even running down the trail, just like on the AT. You get a lot of rain and it just runs everywhere. Oop. I think I've got a leak in the toe of my shoe somewhere. My sock feels wet. I'll have to check that out when I get home. And there's Billy Goat's Gruff Bridge. Water's flowing nicely under it. Okay, Tuesday when I walked on the right side over here. It was a little bit firm, but today I think I'm going to mar up in it. So I'll have to put you away and try to get through here very carefully. I went ahead and shed my wool sweater that I had, my wool, alpaca wool sweater that I had. It's a little chilly without it, but I get warm while I'm walking. I know I'm going to be going uphill in a minute. Didn't get the camera on in time, but those trees were swaying and a popping and a cracking. So that comes up from my house. I've made it up to the peach tree area. So I'm going to go to the left up to the overlook. I had to stop and catch my breath for just a minute and drink me some drink. The wind is kicking back up again, so I got to go. If my grand dog Sam was with me today, he would so love this walk. All of the mud puddles he'd have to splash in and play in. But unfortunately, they got their own place, which is good, so that they can, start their own life and, on their own. Sorry, I'm kind of making a water bar here to try to let some of this puddle drain. But as I was saying, Sam would love running and playing in all this mud. But he's going to be an inside dog for a while. So it's just me walking solo all the time now until I have my granddaughters and my niece. But today it's just me. Yep, water everywhere. Sorry about that, folks. I'm almost up here to where Bigfoot's supposed to be. Oh, where'd he go? I saw him, but he's gone now. He must have just ran across real quick. I don't know where he is. I guess he's just running instead of standing at the tree. I guess he decided to move on with all the rain and stuff. Oh well, I'll catch him later. All right, so I've made one of the mini turns to head up to the overlook up over that way. But that stump right there is calling my name for a sit down breather break, and I think I drank my protein shake that I brought. So take me a short sit down and then I'll continue on climbing. That's an old spooky looking old tree. It's a dead tree, but it looks pretty steady right now, but he's a spooky looking when you get to the top. I finally made it to the top. Whew. It's beautiful out through there. Not a cloud anywhere. Maybe a little bit hazy, but no clouds. So I'm going to find me somewhere out of the wind and take me a breather. Maybe drink me some electrolyte drink mix. Eat me some almonds and head back. Alright, so I found me a place in the sun, a little bit out of the wind. So I'm going to sit here and take me a break and rest for a minute before I head back. I've got my Tyvek out, sitting on my Tyvek so my butt doesn't get wet. I got my 1 liter smart water bottle with some element drink mix in it and some almonds and jelly beans. So I'm going to enjoy the view for a little bit, take a break, and I'll see you in a little bit. So at this point I've been 2.1 miles, so it should be about a 4.5 mile trip around all the way back. And days like today, with it being nice and breezy, cool, and it doesn't get dark till much later. I can wait till later in the day to walk. And then as long as I'm back home by 4:30 or whatever, I'm going down to get my youngest granddaughter this afternoon. She's out of school tomorrow. So I'll go down and get her this evening and let her come spend the weekend with me. We may do a video if the weather's nice enough for her, because that's all she asks about when she comes over. Let's do a video, Mama. Let's do a video. So she's my video buddy. All right, I'm not going to show you much of the walk back home because you saw most of it on the way up. So I'll touch base back with you when I get closer to the end and see how far I've gone for the day. Alright, so I'm back to the turnoff to go to my house. I have maybe a mile from here. So. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and do an end of the day recap. It is Thursday, March the 12th, about 3:30 in the afternoon. And by the time I get to the house, I'll have in 4.1 miles for the day. It's been a nice, sunny, breezy, leisurely walk. So I've played in the mud some, but it's been a great day. All right, thanks for watching.